Envy's little hair falling out.
Good morning, USA.
Yo.
Stop it.
Good morning,
Charlamagne's not even here today.
No, he's not here today, but good
Y'all
morning.
gonna play the fake yo.
But people like the
It's
yo.
not even like he's late.
But sometimes people get the energy to be like, yo, wakes the man, wakes him up.
Oh my God.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Go ahead, do it.
Oh my goodness.
It's over?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that was too fake.
We lost a moment.
Okay.
We lost a moment. But good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ MV.
It's Thursday. Yes.
I know that's right. It is a Thursday, one day closer to the weekend.
Yes.
This weekend, I actually have to go to D.C. for the Black Wealth Summit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be there for that. It's sold out, but it should be a good time, and you could stream it too in case you can't be there live in person.
Okay. I'm going to be in this weekend, of course, it's homecoming season, so I'm going to be in, what homecoming? FAMU. I'm going to be out in FAMU.
Fun times.
And then also Alabama. So it's homecoming season. This is probably one of my favorite times of the year. I get to visit and DJ at all the HBCUs. I get to talk to the students. It's like a family reunion, kick it with some of the alumni and the staff, the faculty. So it's always great. So shout out to all the HBCUs. I always have an amazing time. Somebody just hit me this morning and sent me a video of the ladies of Hampton University, but they were called Ebony Fire, and I guess it was maybe their 20th anniversary. So they were doing their little, I don't know what they call it, their stroll, their step. And people were, it's posted all over Shade Room or whatever it may be. And he was like, damn, I wish I went to a HBCU. Yep, I'm trying to tell you, I had some of the most amazing time at Hampton University. So.
I was with one of your fellow Hampton alumni last night.
Who's that?
Rashida Jones. She's
okay.
the president of MSNBC.
Mm-hmm.
And so she went to Hampton as well.
Shout out to Rashida Jones.
We had a nice conversation about why she decided to go there and the experience that she had. It was cool.
You know what? I didn't have a choice. Honestly, I didn't have an option. I tell the story all the time. I'm the first person in my family to go and graduate from college. So my parents' dream was for me to go to HBCU. They wanted me to go to Morehouse, though, but Morehouse was too damn far. I wasn't going to Atlanta from New York City, so I decided to go to Hampton. Yeah, I drove to Hampton. I would come home like every other weekend.
That's a long drive, though. What is that, like 6 hours?
6 hours, yeah. Mm-hmm. But remember, my girlfriend, Gia, at the time, she lived in New York because she's a year behind me, so I would travel home every weekend or every other weekend to see her. It was never a problem. After class, I just get on that road and see my bae.
I remember when we were freshmen, one of my best friends, Valerie, she went to Hampton. You know Val.
Yep.
She listens all the time, too. Shout out
to Valerie.
Good morning, Val. And I went with her to Hampton. I drove up there with her to when you guys started school before us.
Yep.
And so I drove up there with her to go move her stuff in and everything. And I slept the whole time. I was supposed to help her drive, but
and you slept the whole time?
It was a long drive.
That's right.
She was like, thanks. Then I had to take the bus back. That was a mission.
The bus back from HU. Wow.
Yeah, what was I going to do?
All right. Well, shout out to everybody again that goes to HBCU or attended HBCU or thinking about heading to a HBCU. It's probably one of the best choices I made when it came to schooling. I did get my first ticket on that road, though. I got a reckless driving ticket and they almost locked me up.
Because how could you not, right? You know what? That's funny. The first ticket I ever got was a reckless driving because we were going so high above the speed limit.
20 miles and over.
That was in Silver Spring, I remember.
Mm-hmm. And since Hampton is what is it? It's not. I was gonna say Confederate, but it's what kind of state is it? I can't remember what they call the state.
It's a Confederate.
I was gonna say Confederate, but they used to, fly the Confederate flag. But I can't think of what type of state it is. But whatever it is, they make their own rules and regulations and laws when it comes to. Yeah, Virginia does. Mm-hmm. And they tried to lock me up. I had to get an attorney, and I was going 21 miles over the speed limit. So the speed limit was 55 and I was going 75. And they tried to lock my ass up. I had to bring my mom and dad to court. It was crazy.
Yeah, they don't play in Virginia.
Nope.
It was scary. Actually, I know somebody else who went to Hampton. He ended up going to jail for having a marijuana plant.
Yeah.
He went to jail for a year.
Virginia don't
Never
play.
had no type of, and it wasn't even his. His name was on the lease.
Yeah, no, Virginia don't play. Virginia does not play.
Commonwealth, I think.
Yeah, Commonwealth, that's what it is. Commonwealth state. So they make up their own rules and regulations. Yeah, they don't play. They definitely try to lock my ass up. So when I drive through Virginia now, I don't play.
All right.
But let's get the show cracking. Lala will be joining us this morning. Laleezy. We're going to kick it with Lala. She has a lot going on.
A lot of film, a lot of philanthropy. Mm-hmm. She got a different product line. She got her hairstyle. You should be using that too, the Lala.
I don't know if it'll work for me.
It helps with your edges.
Yeah, no, I got edges. It's just my hair just Anyway, but we're going to kick it with Lala, and then we got front page news. What we talking about?
Well, let's start it off with Herschel Walker. Now a second woman has come forward and called him a hypocrite because she says that he forced her to have an abortion.
All right, we'll get into all that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Here's Thames. It's Free Mind. All right, morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, in Thursday Night Football, the Ravens take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, last night, shout out to my New York Knicks. They won in overtime. The Brooklyn Nets lost to the Bucks 110-99. Atlanta Hawks won.
Come on.
Anything else? And the Lakers lost again. They are 0-4. So but one thing I would say, I've been watching a lot of NBA games. They've been giving a lot of technical fouls out. Like a lot of techs have been thrown out. I don't know why they're doing it so much, but it's a lot. But what else we got, Easy?
All right, a second woman has come forward to say that Herschel Walker urged her to abort their child. And she said that he personally drove her to a clinic in the 90s to have an abortion against her wishes. She said she first went to an abortion clinic in Dallas, left in tears because she was unable to move forward, but then he pressured her to get the abortion and actually drove her there. Listen to what she said.
When I told Herschel what had happened, he was upset and said that he was going to go back with me to the clinic the next day for me to have the abortion. He then drove me to the clinic the following day and waited for hours in the parking lot until I came out. He pressured me to have an abortion and personally ensured that it occurred by driving me to the clinic and paying for it.
All right. Now, previously, you remember there was another woman who came forward and said the same thing, and he denied those allegations, saying that he didn't sign cards using the letter H. The woman said she knew that's not true because he often signed letters to her using H. She also provided 3 love notes that he had written to her, provided those that were signed with an H. She had photographs in the hotel bedroom during the relationship that they had. She also played a voicemail message that was from him. So she has receipts to show that she did. She also said, by the way, she's not a Democrat, and she actually voted for Trump both elections. So this is not something that is a smear campaign from the Democrats, but she just feels like he's a hypocrite and that he's not worthy to be in the Senate. So that was her explanation. Now, Herschel Walker, on his behalf, at a press conference, denied these allegations and said the whole story is foolishness.
We have to address the elephant in the room today, and that is another accuser has come forward. How do you respond to that?
Well, that's a lie, and I've said that's a lie, and I hope people can see right now that Raphael Warnock and the left would do whatever they can to win this seat bite.
You're saying you don't know this person?
What I'm saying is this is a lie, and I've said it once, and I've moved on. My campaign and moved on.
And for people that don't know, of course, Herschel Walker played in the NFL. He was a running back. He played for the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Eagles. I think he even played for the Giants for 1 year or a game. But yeah.
Right now, he's a Republican running for Senate in Georgia.
In Georgia, yeah.
Right. The woman also was saying that she doesn't like the fact that he's taken the position that he's about life and against abortion under any circumstances, when in fact he did pressure her to have an abortion and also personally ensured that it occurred. All these people that are anti-abortion are cool with it when they need you to have one, right? And so anyway, she said she was devastated. She actually ended the affair after that. He had been telling her that he was having problems in his marriage and things like that. She also said that she attended many of the games and he would come there after the games to see her all the time. So she attended Dallas Cowboy games, both at home and on the road. They spoke on the phone for hours at a time, several times a week, she alleges. And she said that he promised to leave his wife for her several times, and there was always some reason why he wasn't quite ready to do that.
I always say all these people that are running for Senate and governors and mayors and all that, they all pro-life until you hear a story about something that they did back in the day. And then it's like, well, it's not true. Yeah, all right.
All right, well, that is your front page news.
We don't believe you. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. Get it off your chest. And don't forget, Lala will be joining us next hour. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Traffic.
Wake up, wake up.
Wake your ass. This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy Block 80 from VA 757, man.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
What's going on, DJ Envy, man? I had called y'all probably like last year around November, man, and busted freestyle for y'all. Mm-hmm. And probably like 2 months later, somebody had hit me up from a scam account for Fat Joe, man. Y'all need to let Fat Joe know somebody around here using his face card scamming young up-and-coming artists, man.
What'd they say? What'd they scam you out of?
They ain't scammed me out of nothing. They tried to. What it was, he hit me up talking about some, man, I heard you on the Breakfast Club. And, you know what I'm saying? He like, I think you got it, man. So he hit me with an IG call. That's what messed me up. I'm thinking my life about to change. He called me on the IG. I see Fat Joe's face. I say, yo. He say, yo. And then the call, then I take a picture real quick and put so I can have for my IG. And then the call in. He like, I'm in the studio. I'm gonna call you back. I'm busy right now. So we conversating over like 2 days, and he don't never video me back. And stuff started getting a little sketchy. He started asking me, he like, yeah, so I want to see if you serious. So I want you to put up a little money to get your record on Breakfast Club for about a week, and we're gonna see what the people say. And if the people like it, then we're gonna take you to the labels.
Oh boy.
Talk to the labels or something.
How much did he ask for?
Huh?
How much?
It was probably like $100 and something. So that what made me even more skeptical. I'm like, come on, man, Fat Joe if he really trying to help me change my life, I know he ain't gonna ask me to put on 150, but it's like maybe they want to see if, you know what I'm saying, you willing to put something towards your career, you believe in yourself.
Well, let's hear this freestyle. Let's hear a new one. It's almost a year later.
Oh yeah, I got one for y'all. This is off my song called Need Me. It's available on all platforms under Block 80, BLOK.80.
Come on, rap, go.
I want my shorty back. I love that bitch more than rap. Gave her my all on the track. Left her a message, she never called me back. Guess what goes around don't always come back around like a cul-de-sac. She was f***ing with rappers like Lil Yachty, letting them call the shots. Is that why you ain't called me back? But don't, baby, if you call it rap. Now she f***ing with 6ix9ine.
All right.
Whoa. First of all, you know you can't curse on the radio.
I think Jay-Z might call you now.
Oh, my fault. Hey, look.
But wait. Hold on. So your shorty was messing with Lil Yachty?
Bring it back without cussing.
Well.
You want to bring it back without cussing?
No.
I love the fact I've never heard anybody use cul-de-sac in a rap.
A cul-de-sac? Well, I want to tell everybody, if somebody hits you on Instagram and they're not verified, meaning they're blue check, that's not them. All right, I just want to tell you, because people tell me, yo, Envy, you hit me up on... No, it wasn't me. If you don't see that blue check, it's not me. And I'm not going to create a different page to hit you. So
Envy out there getting them $150 from people trying to act like it's not him.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Shanti.
Hey, Shanti, you got a new single dropping tomorrow. You excited?
Definitely.
Let me hear a little something.
Yeah, let's hear a little something.
Oh.
That was pretty.
Baby, 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 baby.
Hey, get it, girl.
Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to give a shout out to my one and only son, Malik. This is his first year in college. He attends the Florida A&M University.
Oh, you gonna be there, Envy?
I'm gonna be there this week and tell him to shout me a holler. Tell him to holler at me when he see me. Tell him his mom's Ashanti and yeah, tell him to holler at me.
Okay, I definitely will. You guys have a blessed day.
I'm gonna be out there tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. So I'll be out there.
Okay.
All right.
Look, my husband and I'll be there this weekend.
Okay, so I'll see you out there. What's his major?
He's majoring in computer engineering.
Okay.
You must be so proud of him.
I am extremely proud. He's my only child.
Now, Mama, I'm gonna be honest. Don't embarrass your son homecoming weekend. I'm not gonna lie. Your son really don't want you down there homecoming weekend. You go the weekend before or the weekend after. This is the weekend he gets to chill with his friends, relax. He don't need Mama twerking, dropping it, doing them old school dances. He don't need Mama doing that.
We want to see you doing the butt.
I'm gonna give him this space. we probably just see him like, hey, we have dinner or whatever. But my husband and I want to have fun ourselves.
All right, well, don't bother your son.
He's too far away, so we see him all the time.
Okay, because I know how it be. You go up there and you be like, my son don't even want to talk to me. No, it's homecoming. You come the week after, then it's all about you. Let him have a good time. Let him enjoy himself and let him enjoy the activities.
You can tell Envy's parents used to embarrass his ass at
all
homecoming.
You have a good one. Enjoy, all right?
Thanks, y'all too.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Oh, I got through. Hey, good morning, DJ Envy and Angela Yee.
Good morning to you.
My name is Sean, man. I'm calling from Cali. Man, it's 3-something in the morning. I'm at work. I'm tired of these bosses calling us in to cover shifts on making it overtime days, and they throw in your face, oh, you're making money, but they don't understand, man. We're working twice as hard because certain people can't do their job right. Like, it's frustrating.
Yeah, well, don't worry about anybody else.
You guys are in a business where you don't have to deal with a lot of labor work, but as labor work, because I drive trucks, deliver food, and all that, it's 10 times as hard when the warehouse people can't load pallets right.
Okay, I feel you.
Pick up their mess. Hello?
No, I understand what you're saying. You're saying because you didn't do your job, now that makes my job that much harder. That's not fair.
That happens up here all the time. Sometimes I got to do research.
He's talking about labor.
Sometimes I got to run the boards because Red don't be acting right. Sometimes I got to book.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something about Envy, okay? When I'm not here and Envy got to do what I do, he turns into the biggest baby, okay?
No, you understand. I wild out.
Can I get some credit for the work I do?
I'll give you a credit, but
Man, Angela, you get all the credit, girl. You got it.
Thank you.
How you switch it to you? This young man was
This is about me.
Can't wait to hear your new show.
Thank you. Listen, and I just want to say I do empathize with your situation. I think it's messed up when other people don't pull their weight, and now you got to do way more extra work.
Who's she yelling at?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I had a moment.
But, hey, I appreciate all three of y'all. Charlamagne, DJ Envy, Angela Yee. Proud of you here on the West Coast, man. I wish I was on the East Coast, but I'm coming live from the West.
All right,
Bubba, we appreciate you. Thank you for all your work.
All right, man. You guys have a great day, okay? Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Don't party too hard.
All right, man. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got rumors on the way?
Yes, and let's talk about a rapper who responds to being on the list of the 50 worst rappers of all time.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk a new investment.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right, so you may have already heard about Fanatics owning 75% of the Mitchell & Ness brand. Well, the other 25% is owned by a group of people, and that includes LeBron, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, CJ McCollum, Devin Booker, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Odell Beckham Jr., Kevin Hart, Rich Paul, Rich Kleiman, Scooter Braun, Steve Stout, and Deshaun Jackson, amongst others.
Seems like a lot of people for Mitchell & Ness, but I would have loved to see some of the artists that actually brought those throwback jerseys back. Like, I would have loved to see Fabulous get a percent if he could invest in it. Wale, Meek Mill, some of those rappers that brought throwbacks back. I wish they would have got a chance to invest in the company.
Well, they're also joining Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Lil Baby, Maverick Carter, and others that have already joined that group. So these are new people that are part of the ownership.
That's dope. Congratulations to them.
Mm-hmm. All right, now Rihanna's upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever song was written as a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. And Lift Me Up was written by Thames. And, part of that, she said, is after speaking with Ryan Coogler, hearing his direction for the film and the song, I wanted to write something that portrays a warm embrace from all the people that I've lost in my life. I try to imagine what it would feel like if I could sing to them now and express how much I miss them. Rihanna has been an inspiration to me. So hearing her convey this song is a great honor.
Yeah, I seen some of, I guess it's a super trailer or longer trailer last night when I was watching the Knicks game. It looks exciting. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I was with my daughter, one of the youngest ones. She's 6, and she was like, "Dad, I want to go see it with you." I'm like, "Of course." So I'm excited to that when that comes out. I'm gonna bring the whole family.
All right, now Lil Wayne was on Marcellus Wiley's More to It podcast, and he named the greatest rapper of all time. Listen to who he said.
Who is that?
Notorious B.I.G.
Why?
I'm sorry, you said of all time.
Of all time.
I take that back. The greatest rapper of all time is Sean Jay-Z Carter.
Why?
it's just when you do it, when you write, when you do this rapping thing, is this thing in rap that only thing that only we know in rap. He has that. It's like he's the Tom Brady of that.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also feel like you can't leave out Notorious B.I.G. I think a lot of people forget how nice Big was and how clever he was and how busy he got because of his passing. But if you go back and listen to his albums, it's really like 3 albums because the second album is a double album. But if you really listen to his lyrics and how his wordplay is and how he was able to go, crazy on different types of beats from different places all over the country, whether it was a Houston sounding beat or a Cleveland sounding beat or a West Coast sounding beat, Notorious B.I.G. is one of the best that ever did it, hands down. And when you don't have him on your top 5 or your top 10, I think you really need to go back and really listen to some of the things he said in his lyrics.
I mean, I guess it goes without saying, Brooklyn is the home of some of the greatest rappers. All right, now
Facts.
Chingy has responded to being on a list of the 50 worst rappers of all time. He was on Vlad TV, and there was this list that was circulating on Twitter, and he was named on that list. Here's what he had to say.
It was a list that went viral online, and they had the list of the 50 worst rappers of all time.
Let's talk about
What's your
that.
thought about that list?
To me, it's invalid because it's subjective. When you go around, it's 7 billion people in this existence. When you ask each one of these people, who's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite rapper? Who you like? You're probably gonna get a different answer. I've sold over 50 million records worldwide. I still have success. It's people that love me. So how am I one of the worst rappers? If everybody in this existence not saying, oh, that dude can't rap, he's the worst, then that means you're not the worst. If everybody not saying it, you're not the worst.
Yeah, I mean, the bad thing about those lists is we never know who actually does these lists. Somebody puts out a list and it just starts to circulate. Because if you remember that list, some of the people that's on that list that I can't, there's no possible way they should be on there. Like, you look at people like...
I mean, come on, the 50 worst rappers, we probably never even heard of them.
Plies.
In that case.
They put Plies on the list.
They had French Montana, they had Master P,
Young
Diddy.
Thug, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people on that list.
That's a lot of people's favorite rapper.
That can actually, that can really rap, so...
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
Right, like, you look at Plies can rap. You look at Bow Wow, like, come on, Bow Wow can rap. You might not like Bow Wow, you might not like his music, but he can rap. You look at people like Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, come on
Uzi can
now.
rap. Flow Rider, Pitbull, that might not be the rapping that you used to or that you love, but they can rap. Young Thug, come on. All right, well, we got front page news next. What we talking about?
All right, well, let's talk about Joe Biden and what he has to say about getting Brittany Griner home. He also is speaking on breathing room for families as we are going into the midterms. He was speaking at the White House on some initiatives.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code ENVY for a special offer when you sign up. That's code ENVY, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. There we go. Now with Thursday Night Football, the Baltimore Ravens take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That happens at 8:15 p.m. All my basketball fans, the Knicks won last night in overtime. They look pretty good, 134-131. Lakers lost again. They lost to the Nuggets 110-99. The Heat beat the Trailblazers 119-98. And the Brooklyn Nets lost again.
Oh my
they
God.
lost to the Bucks 110-99. Now, Kyrie Irving said after the game, pretty much like leave Ben Simmons alone. He hasn't played in 2 years. Let him get himself back in the game. So they're all supporting Ben Simmons. What else we got, Easy?
All right, well, Joe Biden was at the White House and he was talking about initiatives that will provide a little breathing room for American families. Here's what he said about junk fees.
My administration is announcing new actions to lower the cost of everyday living for American families, to hold big corporations accountable. And these steps will immediately start saving Americans collectively billions of dollars in unfair fees. And I'm here with the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Mr. Chopra, as well as the chair of the Federal Trade Commission, Lena Khan. One of the key things I've asked the council to take on was the unfair hidden fees known as junk fees that are taking real money out of the pockets of American families. My administration is making clear today it's illegal as well. Second, my administration is also making clear surprise overdraft fees are illegal. It's just simply wrong, and today my administration is making clear it's also illegal. Today's actions are going to save consumers more than $1 billion each year.
All right, and with midterms coming up, one of the main issues right now is the economy. So we'll see what happens.
And I've been getting a lot of texts from different.
Oh my God!
The texts have been crazy. I don't even know how they got my number. Like the amount of phone calls and texts that can you vote for this person? Vote for this person.
Or
Make a
donate
change.
money. Really.
Donate money. It's ridiculous.
I get a lot for Val Demings. I think that's the one I get the most.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now, in addition to that, Joe Biden spoke about Brittany Griner being held in Russia and what the United States is doing to try to get her home.
We're in constant contact with the Russian authorities to get Brittany and others out. And so far, we've not been meeting with much positive response. But we're not stopping.
All right. I know I feel bad for her every time I see
Yes.
her on the news.
Absolutely. A minute amount of marijuana that's legal in most places. You know, they're asking her to serve 9 years. And I know they really want to get Russia wants to get some of their people out of the U.S. prison, but it's enough. Let's get Brittany home.
Now, here's a sad story. 4 teenagers were killed in a Buffalo car crash while attempting a TikTok challenge encouraging car theft. And they have been identified. One of them is a young mom, Marcus Webster, 19, Swazine Swindle, 17, Kevin Payne, 16, and Ajane Harper, 14. They were killed when the stolen Kia that they were riding in crashed Monday morning. They were ejected from the car, and one other passenger, Claudine, and one other passenger was also ejected also. The driver, who was 16, was treated at the hospital and released. A fifth passenger, a 14-year-old girl, is listed in good condition. So there was a video that was shared on Twitter, and they say that Harper, who was the 14-year-old, had recently welcomed a baby girl. She was a young mother.
Mm-hmm.
She spent a lot of time with her daughter, and she was set to celebrate her 15th birthday on November 1st.
Yeah, that was so sad. And I don't understand how, this Kia challenge and Hyundai challenge has been going on for a long time. I don't understand how a lot of these servers haven't pulled them down, where they're actually showing kids how to hotwire a car and steal a car. That sounds wild to me. We talk about a lot of things that should be pulled off of social media and off of YouTube and off all these sites, but the fact that these kids are making it a challenge and it's continued to grow and it's something that they're posting on their TikToks and all these other platforms sounds wild to me.
All right, and the Powerball jackpot has climbed to $800 million after no ticket matched all winning numbers in yesterday's drawing. So the $800 million prize is the second largest Powerball jackpot and fifth largest U.S. lottery jackpot of all time.
That is crazy. I'm definitely going to play today. I play frequently, but I'm going to play a little extra today.
What if I play for the first time and win?
Then you got to break that down with everybody.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
If I play and I win, why would I break it down?
We all family. That's how we do it in my
So
family.
if you play and you win, you break it down with everyone?
Of course.
What's the breakdown?
We got to figure that out. We got to talk about that later. But yeah, I'll break it down. I'll give you a little something.
All right, and Clorox has recalled 37 million bottles of Pine Sol over contamination concerns. So they announced that there were 8 multi-surface cleaning products that may contain Pseudomonas and Pseudomonas aeruginosa. I can't even pronounce it. It's an environmental organism that can be harmful to humans. It's a bacteria mostly found in soil and water and can pose a serious risk to those with weakened immune systems. Imagine that, 37 million bottles of Pine Sol. So if you have Pine Sol, just be careful. The original Pine Sol and Pine Scent has not been recalled, but all-purpose cleaners in Lavender Clean, Sparkling Wave, Lemon Fresh, and Orange Energy scents, as well as Clorox Professional Pine Sol Lemon Fresh cleaners, have been recalled. So if you have any of those, if you're thinking about wiping down your kitchen with that, just don't. I would say don't even bother doing it. Okay? They said to take pictures of the date code and 12-digit UPC code before throwing the bottle away. You can then contact Pine Sol for a refund of the purchase price.
All right.
All right, and that is your front page news.
All right. Now, when we come back, Lala will be joining us. We're going to kick it with Lala, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ.
Damn, it was sorry.
Angela Yee, Charlamagne the guy. We on the
Turned it on right away.
We got a special guest in the building.
Laleezy.
Hey, hi everybody.
Good morning.
You looking all slim and trim.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You have to. All them thirst traps you be posting on the gram.
I've been light on the gram lately. I've been kind of light on the gram lately.
No, you were at Fashion Week. You know, you got to be heavy on the gram for Fashion Week.
Yeah, I was heavy, but that's not necessarily like thirst trapping. That's more just like posting.
She like, look, when I post, it's a thirst trap. It is what it is. You could be in a sweatsuit.
Well, thank you.
What up, Lala? How you feeling?
I feel good. I'm tired. Like, you know, I'm working all the time. Just like, yeah, I'm tired. It's like, I thought when I wrapped BMF, which we wrapped that in like July, I was like, all right, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time, but it just never really works out like that, which is a blessing, but it's like so many other things going on, but I like to stay active.
And you a series regular on BMF now, right?
Series regular, so season 2 is going to premiere in January. The documentary just came out, the BMF documentary, and that's kind of just getting people prepared for season 2, which will come out in January. On season 2, I play a character named Markeisha. Now, Markeisha is Terry's girlfriend, who's kind of the one who really introduces him to how to do the game correctly and kind of introduces him to becoming a man, because they were really young. He was like late teens, and she's like an older girlfriend that's like, no, if you want to step up, this is what you need to do in everything, in life, appearance, and sex, and this and that. So she's just like elevating Terry's game. And it's crazy because they stayed together pretty much the whole way through and got back together when Terry came out of jail.
Wow.
And so it's a woman that steps it up and upgrades him, isn't it?
Always.
You already know that. Look, you know how that
So wait, so more sex scenes. I heard you say sex.
So you got more sex scenes?
Wow. Lala's Tata's coming back for the 2023.
Which episode?
Wow. You bringing that hashtag back?
They're bringing that hashtag back. It's definitely more sex scenes. New person though, because Terry's played by Da Vinci, so new person on the other side of it. But yeah, more
Does that
sex
ever get uncomfortable and awkward?
It's always, when is it not
Because that's
uncomfortable?
the homie. You was homie. Y'all go out sometimes. And
It's
then y'all gotta
never
perform.
not uncomfortable. Like at the end of the day, a closed set could still be like 5 to 10 people. So when people say, oh, closed set, it's not just me and him. You still got the camera, the sound, producer, director, whatever. So it's still people in there. Yeah, it's awkward. And sex scenes are never how people see them on TV. Like on TV, it's flowing. You like, oh, are they really doing something? When you're doing that, it's like, cut, stand here, do this, put your leg here, arm here. Like, it's not how people. It's not
a lot
just
of
like
direction.
Yeah, it's not just like action and y'all go ahead and do your thing.
How do you prepare yourself for that? Like, do you have to talk to him? Like, I'm about to kiss you. Like, how does that happen?
You guys. Well, first of all, you have rehearsals before, and
So you
then
gotta rehearse it.
you have to rehearse
the
it. But you rehearse it with, you know, sweatsuit, your clothes on, and just make sure you're comfortable. And then you have a sidebar with the person. Like, all right, so how you want to do this? Like, I don't want to make it uncomfortable for you, and vice versa. So let's work through this together. It becomes more like a choreographed thing. And a lot of times, what females don't know, if you're uncomfortable about something, it's great because your co-star can help you. Meaning, like, I don't like this part of my body. Can you just put your hand right there so that when the camera comes, so you work together to try to make it look great.
Isn't it easier being single and having to do stuff like this too, so you don't have to go home and be like, so today on set?
She knows.
You used to have those conversations?
She knows. Out of respect for the person I was with, I would talk like, I'm not just gonna let him turn the TV on and see. And he says he never watched them, but who knows? You know, maybe not. But
and Envy's an actor now too. Did you have any sex scenes?
wait, did you have sex scenes?
There's no sex scenes.
Okay,
no.
just
So let me ask you a question, because you're a married man. Would you do a sex scene?
Uh-oh. You heard his voice.
I don't think it would be
His voice got so
believable.
high.
You don't think it would be believable?
Nah, because him and his wife were so public. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like they do so
that
much
people
together.
wouldn't buy into
I
him
wouldn't.
being with
I
somebody?
wouldn't believe that.
I mean, I would do it, but she would be uncomfortable. She would be comfortable with it.
She would
long,
be
as long as she would be, and I think she would be. She wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, when they do the Breakfast Club series and they have their sex scene, they might have to do it. All right, and you also had the Centoya Brown docuseries, right?
Yeah, so we're working on that. 50 and I are producing that, which I'm so excited about. And she's executive producing it with us, so we just want to make sure we get it right. That's not something that you just rush and play around with.
And I'm glad that you have her as an executive producer too. You know, people were talking about like all the Dahmer stuff that's coming out and how people are affected and, you know, how the family's not getting anything and things like that.
Yeah, that's a real thing. And my thing is that when you're talking about somebody's experience and the person is, you know, blessed to still be alive and be here to tell us about that experience, how are you not going to that person to talk to them about their experience?
That's
like
right.
you're going to Google to say, how did she feel in this moment? No, I'm calling Centoya, like, tell me how you felt in this moment. And it just makes the story so much more authentic and real and genuine.
Have you committed yourself to your work? Like, do you even care about a love life at this point? Or is it just all business?
You know what? When it gets cold outside, then I care about a love
And you
life.
want to cuddle?
Then I'm like, hold up. All this work ain't because right now I want It's cold outside.
You caught the bouquet, so that means that at some point
Is
you're
that what
supposed
that
to
means?
be next.
Yeah, we went to Notorious wedding and I caught the bouquet.
So you
Imagine.
next.
I'll never get married.
Are you
again.
dating?
No, I'm not. I'm really not dating. It's so crazy. I'm not. I don't know. It's just like there's nothing has come my way that's really caught my.
I'm sure there's thousands of dudes in the DMs, thousands of dudes trying to holler at you.
But thousands of dudes doesn't mean it's the right dude. Thousands of dudes are in Angela's DM. I mean, it's thousands of dudes all over the place, but it's got to be the right.
Charlamagne's DMs too, but
We don't even pay you no money.
No.
It's got to be the right.
Don't speed past the I'll never get married again, though.
I'm never getting married again.
Wow.
I'm not. It's one of those things in life that I feel like I could check it off. Like, okay, I did that. Maybe people want to say they've experienced that. I've experienced it. And I know the good and the bad that happened to me. So it's not something I want to experience again. I can have an incredible relationship with somebody and not be married. I feel like marriage at times becomes very much like a business thing. And what I found with marriage is easy to get into and harder to get out of when you're dealing with lawyers and this and that. It just gets really complicated. It's just like I don't feel like I need that anymore.
What is Lala looking for? Are you looking for somebody younger, older, not in the industry, doesn't play basketball, in the music industry, a regular dude? What would Lala prefer?
Like, I don't have this checklist of like what I prefer. I think I'm a really cool, down-to-earth person. I just want somebody I could vibe with. It's less about what you have. Obviously, I want somebody with ambition and somebody that's doing something with themselves, but I'm good. I want somebody like I could sit and have a conversation with, I could vibe out with, have fun, laugh, be spontaneous, do fun stuff. For me, it's not like, oh, how much money does he make? Oh, what car he got? It is like, that's not it for me.
Would you date another athlete?
I think I would stay away from the NBA.
Okay.
Now there's other.
She's like, I don't want to be on the block.
I think the NBA,
MLB, NFL,
I'm still,
soccer.
I'm still,
But Lala, you are in a space where you can make a decision on what you want to do in your own time based on whatever. Because it's not like you have to. We were just talking about this the other day with Jamil Hill, and these are conversations that we have. But you have your son. You're good with that, and then financially you're good, so it's not like you're looking for somebody that has to check off this because you are stable already. But of course you want somebody ambitious.
I want somebody ambitious that has something going for themselves. But like a lot of females, it's like, oh, he got this much money and that's all it's based on. But I want to be able to vibe with you and talk to you. It's a lot of guys with money out there that can't even hold a conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
So what we gonna do? Riding in a nice car in circles? Like I got a nice car.
Let's go in circle.
Like,
all right, we got more with Lala when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Lala. Charlamagne?
How much parental paranoia do you have raising Cayenne? Because he's on his way. Everybody can clearly see that.
Yeah.
Chris Brickley said he was amazing when he was training him.
I saw it when he said that, which was so awesome. Yeah, with Cayenne, I keep a close eye, but I want him to still live life and be a 15-year-old. It's also, growing up in Brooklyn is different too. Like I just gotta make sure he's in the right places where he needs to be because he's 15. He wants to hang out. He wants to go to certain places and play basketball and not really understanding sometimes why he can't just do what everybody can do all the time. And now it's to the point where everyone's having like Sweet 16 parties and all this stuff. And they'll be like, oh my, it's a party in Queens and like you could go, but I just want to have somebody outside even if they don't go. And he's like, well, then I don't want to go. Because he doesn't want to feel like he's walking around with eyes on him and stuff like that. He's so low key. So
just send the uncle.
Yeah,
that's what I used to do. Send the
so
uncle.
funny.
He'd be outside.
That's what it is. So he found out, but the funny thing is, so he went to a party, a Sweet 16, and I was like, I'm gonna have somebody in there, but I'm not gonna tell him. So the person was in there low, and I'm not spying on him. I just, if anything goes down, a lot of these parties getting shot up. A lot of stuff is happening. Right. So I'm like, just in case. So then he's getting ready to leave, and he was getting in the car. He's like, Ma, some guy approached me and was like, had my address on the phone and was like putting me in the car and stuff. He was like, did you have like security there or something? I'm like, the guy blew my cover because he just wanted to make sure he got in the car and everything like that. But
now,
so he
just got in a car and some random guy.
No. The guy was like, the guy told him, I guess after was like, yo, I work with your mom. I just want to make sure you get it. Because he was looking like,
I still
who is this? Like, he was like, I work with your mom. No, but he called me before. He got like, Ma, this guy's showing me like the car destination. But so he blew it up. My point is, but he was just like, Ma, why you didn't tell me? So then I was like, well, he wasn't inside. And he was like, I think he was inside. He just doesn't like the extra attention. My son is so down to earth and humble and chill. He doesn't like all of that. But he has to understand at certain times, just got to be careful. It's a different world out here.
Has your son started dating now? That's the
No, he has not.
I say so fast.
Because he has. Everyone asked me that. Like, he hasn't. He hasn't. I was talking to some kids yesterday. It was like, has he been having girls over and stuff? He's just very low-key quiet. I'm not saying he's not into girls yet. He probably is and just not telling me, but there's been no females at the house. He hasn't asked me to, like, go on a date yet or anything like that.
How you gonna act when that happens though? When he goes, "Mom, I want to go to the movies," or "Mom, can so and so come over? We watch a show."
No, I'm gonna be cool. I'm a cool mom. Like, I'm gonna be cool with it. Y'all not gonna be in the room with the door closed. That was a whole nother discussion I had. Living room. I'll make the popcorn. I'll bring you guys the drinks, and y'all be good.
I guess it's hard. Like, how do we teach our kids street smarts without them being in the streets? Like, we all came up in a different environment. You know what I mean?
And the truth is, like, my son is in that environment. He goes to school in Queens. We live in Brooklyn. He's not sheltered. He walks around. He goes to the corner store. So it's not like he lives a life where he's behind everything. He's out there, and he'll go to different projects. His friends live in there. You want to play basketball in different projects or whatever. And it's like, I got to let him live. And I love that he's well-rounded and gets what it's like to grow up all different kind of ways. But I also have to make sure that he's careful and understands that he's a target, and he doesn't understand that yet.
Just tell him that he has to start moving like an NBA player now.
Right.
That's it. Get used to it. The security and everything else.
Yeah, because literally when I tell him about security or like, so he's like, I don't want to go then.
I send my kids rolling loud with security. If they want to go to security, I don't care if they like it or love it.
So have they had a problem with it?
They do, but I make security play off them, or I send an uncle with them or somebody like that. But it's for my
that's and they're like, you want them backstage VIP passes, right?
Right. So you need this security.
You want that? This is what you get.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about Rikers Island, because we saw that you've been doing an initiative.
I was there yesterday, as a matter of fact.
So what is this? So tell us what it is exactly.
Yeah. So the initiative initially was Fatherless No More, which was started by a pastor, Pastor Tim Johnson, and he was a pastor out of Orlando. He literally said one day, God spoke to him and said, you need to go to Rikers, and he didn't even know anything about Rikers. He lives in Orlando. He got in an RV and drove to New York, pulled up to Rikers, basically came in, like, I guess the visiting room, and was like, God called me here. Everyone's probably looking at him like, what are you talking about? He got with the right people. They were like, all right, we'll let you do. At this point, Rikers was just chaos, a total chaos. They're like, we'll let you do whatever. He parked his RV inside Rikers Island, which has never been done before, and literally was just going in every day with this initiative and talking to a group of young men who are fatherless and finding their father in God and in Jesus Christ. So that's how it started. So I came in and watched what he was doing, and I was like, this is incredible. And then I kind of just pivoted. I worked with him a lot, still work with him, and then I kind of pivoted into kind of creating my own initiative out of his, which is just about like life skills and re-entry and tools you need just in life. You'll be surprised how many of these young men that I'm working with, don't have parents, definitely don't have fathers, never been told I love you, don't even know how to talk to certain people or feel that love, and just teaching them like, you guys are worthy to be loved and you guys are great people, and just loving on them and giving them life skills. And it's been a life-changing experience for me.
We saw Lil Baby pop up.
Yeah, which I thought was incredible. Like, Lil Baby hit me. His album came out. He's like, La, I know what you're doing. I was like, would you come up? He was like, of course. I'm like, I want to come the day my album drops. And I'm like, you could be anywhere in the world and you want to be here. And he was incarcerated before and really spoke about his experience. And the young men were so, excited to see him there. It was incredible. And I do want to say something else, because, a couple people were asking me, they were like, the young women need help as well there. Yeah. And I was like, not the issue. I'm going to make my way there. I was introduced to the initiative through the young men, the 18 to 21 population. And I'm working my way to the female facility as well. But that's the only reason why I haven't done it there yet. It's just I started there. Like, you guys got to give me time. Like, I've got to get that going. And then, of course, I want to talk to the young women who I know need just as much support as well. So I'm trying to make my way, but it takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, that's going to make so much sense, especially with this CyntoiaBrown.com.
Of course. And just thinking of everyone we can bring up there to talk to the female population as well. But it's life-changing. Like, they tell me all the time how I've changed their lives, but I'm like, you guys have changed my life. Like, to find like real purpose, like, I've always given back, but like to find real purpose is like a different kind of
because I can imagine feeling that they feel forgotten and not cared about at Rikers Island.
100%. And it's just like, you just hear so many negative. Every day there's a story about Rikers, negative. You never hear anything positive. I thought when I walked in there, it was just going to be like people running through the hallways, just slicing each other up. And I'm not saying things like this don't happen there. Obviously, we read about them. I'm there, so I know about stuff that happens. But there's so much positivity coming out of Rikers as well that you just never hear about. So many programs, initiatives, and kids really have changed their lives and like really re-entered into society and became great. I found jobs for some of the kids in the program, you know, just helped them re-enter into society and do great things. Like it's been some amazing work going on.
It's not easy to get out of jail and try to get a job either, because when you have to fill out that form or application,
it's horrible.
And they ask you.
And that's where I step in, because then it's like about who you know. And I got a lot of people that owe me a lot of favors that I've never cashed in on. So I'm like, I got a kid who works really hard. Put him in the back of your restaurant. Can he work at your sneaker store? Can he do this? Can he intern? And I have one of the kids who's my intern. So I can't talk about it and then not do it, you know, in my own business. So we're always trying to find opportunities for them. And also I go even further. Like I go to the court with them. I talk to the judges on their behalf to speak about what they've done in the initiative and how they've changed, and just really trying to make a difference. No, I've never been locked up before. I've never been locked up. I probably should have been. I've gotten in fights before, but I never got locked up before. Thank God. But yeah, I've been in some before.
All right, we got more with Lala when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Lala. Now, you've been talking about all the work you've been doing at Rikers Island. Are you planning to document some of the work?
I think eventually, I think it would be cool to document what's going on. I know Pastor Tim is working on a book and a documentary as well. For my part of it, I think it would be good, but I just want to make sure they're comfortable with that. Right now, you know, with this group of young men, you got to build trust first. Like, they could read through it. They tell me all the time, when you first started coming, we was like, oh, celebrity, you want to take a picture? Like, they keep it real with you. They going to tell you the truth. They like, but you come so much. I go every week, like twice a week. On average, sometimes I'm doing 20 hours a week at Rikers. They like, you've proven to us time and time again that this is real for you. Like, this is not just a photo op or this. And I mean, I love them. And one of the kids yesterday, he told me, I was so touched. He was like, Lala, he was like, I'm going to be real with you. He said, outside of my mom, you are the greatest person I ever met in my life. Wow. And I was just like, I get emotional saying it now, because it's like, that comes with time and trust and love and people really believing in you and people feeling like I didn't believe in myself. I just thought my life was over till I met you or I met Pastor Tim, and y'all just made me feel like I matter again. Like, that stuff is deep.
Well, mad people feel that way about you. That's why you in everybody's wedding all the time.
It's the truth. Except my own, because I'm never getting married again. But, yeah.
But especially so young, too, because it could be just a stupid decision. You're in
a lot of it is just wrong place, wrong time, friends. A lot of it is gang stuff, you know, being influenced by whatever
not wanting
gang
to tell on somebody else.
Exactly. All of that.
It could be even
a
wrongful conviction.
It's a lot of that. Like, it's not just, you know, I mean, there's some of that in there, too, like murders, whatever, but a lot of it is just that, and just understanding, like, be a leader, not a follower, and look where it's gotten you, and just loving on them. Some people, you'd be surprised, there are people in this world who never even heard somebody tell them I love you. Like, they never heard those words and things that we could take for granted.
You're in a Kenya Barris movie coming up too, right?
Yes.
So it's a comedy?
So it's a comedy. It's myself, Eddie Murphy, Nia Long, Lauren London. It's Jonah Hill. It's an incredible cast.
That's amazing.
That was amazing.
Young Miami in that too, right?
Yeah, she's in there. That's how her and I got so close. It's so funny because people will see us and be like, how are y'all like this? But when you're on a set of a movie, you become close to the people you work with. So she was in my hotel room every day. I would be coaching her on the lines and doing everything. So her and I, we're very close because of that. But yeah, that movie's gonna be incredible. And Eddie Murphy, I mean, I had a moment where I was like, yo, I'm in a movie with Eddie Murphy. Like, he's like, hey, Lala, how you doing? I'm like, nah, this is crazy. Eddie Murphy knows who I like. This is wild, but it's going to be incredible. So that's coming out around January, February. And then Gabrielle Union and I, that was the other movie I was talking about. We got a Netflix movie called The Perfect Find with Keith Powers, where Gabrielle Union's character falls in love with Keith Powers, so an older woman with a younger man, and just everything that happens from that.
Yeah, one of my good homies is in that movie with Jonah Hill.
Okay.
Andrew Schultz.
Oh, yeah.
And he thoroughly enjoyed seeing you in Young Miami on the set all the time. His exact words, I've never seen any like that in my life.
We had a good time. Yeah, we had a good time. And there was a scene where we had to, like, dance, and it was
Yes.
That's probably what he was talking
I heard about it. Yes.
That's probably what he was talking about.
He had a lot of white man questions to his black friend about black women, and
What was the question? Just give it.
There's no need to say. I was just like he was very intrigued. Put it like
I
that.
remember one time, speaking of like sex scenes, I'm not gonna say who, but I remember one time I was doing a sex scene with somebody. Well, you guys can figure it out. It was a white guy, and he was just like,
we know who it is.
He was just like, yo. I never seen a body like this before in my life. Like, how does this work?
How does it work?
I was just like, this is crazy. Yeah.
He said it defies gravity. He was like, it was just sitting there. It was just there. Like, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Goodness gracious. And also, I know what Kim K was your friend when you was going through your stuff. And now she's going through her stuff. So how are you as a friend for her? Is it very difficult or understanding?
No, I'm going to be who I always am. Just someone here to talk to, always give real advice, give love, and just, know that you're supported through all of it.
I just saw you at the Usher concert. What, they wouldn't let her plane land?
Oh my gosh,
like,
that was
a horrible
you're
surprise.
You're by yourself in Vegas. Well, not by yourself.
How did I know?
You went there for her birthday.
Okay, so let me tell you guys a story. I'll keep it short. So basically, it was her birthday, Friday. So we were surprising her to bring her to Vegas on Saturday for the Usher concert, but she didn't know I was coming. So I was like, I'm coming from New York. What's the point of me flying all the way to LA? So I'll just meet you guys in Vegas. She's calling me just thinking I'm in New York. I'm like, yeah, so what you gonna do? She's like, I think they would have taken me somewhere, but I don't know. But the whole time I'm sitting in Vegas. So I'm getting dressed, hair, makeup done, getting ready to start the night, excited for the Usher concert. So then they call me. They're like, they're not letting the plane land because of wind. Like the wind was bad in Vegas that night and the plane can't land. The plane tried 3 different times to land and it wouldn't land. So they're turning back around. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. I flew from New York all the way here and now I'm here by myself like for the Usher show. But the good thing was, I shouldn't say by myself. My cousin Dice happened to be working on, she's working on a production. She does production now on a reality show and they were filming in Vegas. But I hadn't seen her because she was on set. She couldn't get off. So I called Dice. I was like, Dice, get to the Usher concert right now. Please don't make me sit and watch this Usher concert by myself. And she pulled a little quick 1-2, came in her work gear, and we just watched Usher. So it worked out. Like Dice and I got to see Usher, which, by the way, the most incredible show.
Well, Lala, we appreciate you for joining us.
Of course.
And if they want to donate to Fatherless No More, what do they do?
Definitely reach out to me. People know how to get in touch with me. It's easy. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, @Lala. Just reach out and we're all for it. Like, I do what I can. I don't ask anybody for anything, but I am only one person and I'm doing, what I can. And when you get into like paying for lawyers and getting a lot of these young men off some public defenders into paid lawyers, it costs money. And I've put up all my own and I'm on my own now. I ain't got Mello there to just say, yo, cut this check. So anyone who wants to help, I will gladly accept any help for sure.
All right. And next year, January, February, you doing a movie, anything like that?
So next year was when BMF will drop. So I'm excited for that, to promote that. And then also the Kenya Barris, Eddie Murphy.
Oh, perfect.
The Gabrielle Union
what do you need,
comes out.
Well, if you got any time, and you feel like, you just want to stop by, hang out in the morning, you
got some stuff to promote.
You know what I mean?
I get it now. I get it now.
Why not?
Oh, okay.
Just get up early a couple days out the week. You know what I mean?
We got stuff to promote.
Damn, that's big shoes to fill right there. That's gonna be that.
But you're one of the OGs. Don't act like you're not one of the best to ever do this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I will come and hang out with you guys, but I'm just making it known that that's big shoes to fill right
now,
there.
What days? What days?
I'm very happy for you to come up here.
We'll get you breakfast.
They're scheduling it now.
Car service, maybe.
I appreciate it. Maybe.
Depending if you need it or not.
the train.
Y'all also need to make a donation as well.
No, but I will come and support y'all, and I will support you.
Thank
I
you,
hit
Lala.
you on everything that you have going on. But I love you guys.
So
You guys are like, it's like just coming to hang out with my family. It never feels like work. And just thank you for, no matter what I have going on, y'all always just show so much love and support. I do really appreciate it.
And you got to book a guest, so tell Kim to come. Tell Kim to come.
Not as instructions.
No, Kim never been in.
Y'all never had Kim up here?
I don't know about that.
Wait, what happened? You used to talk about Kim?
Nah, I like him.
Look.
I do. I like him.
Okay.
I think you have to respect what they've built over there.
She said headphones recently, so
yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, she does.
The beats.
Yep.
That was nice.
Or maybe Tracy said it, but
she probably. No, let me tell you something about Kim. She's involved in every part of business that she does.
Absolutely.
We got to bring her up here. All right, we'll work on that.
It's Lala. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I shout to Lala for joining us. And don't forget, Charlamagne is out today. So if you want to give somebody donkey of the day, 800-585-1051. Phone lines are open right now. So if you want to get your mama, your daddy, your baby mama, your baby daddy, your coworker, whatever it is.
Envy.
800-5... Angela. If you want to give somebody donkey of the day, you can do so now. But let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Jeremiah.
It's time. She's spilling the tea. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
Well, recently, Jeremiah was on lip service. You know, he has a new single out. And he was talking about, if you recall, he had a really tough battle with COVID. He was in the hospital, and he even had to go on a ventilator. And afterward, he said he had to learn how to walk again. You know, 2 years ago, you were really sick with COVID.
Yeah, well, I was down like bad. Every day I had to learn how to walk again and even walk up the steps type. So
that must have been a really scary time because, you know, I guess you had said that your stomach was hurting. You got up, you called your mom like, I got to go to the hospital.
Something was wrong. I was in the bathroom. I just felt the room shaking. I was like, something wrong. And then honestly, when I checked myself in the hospital, I don't remember nothing after that night. Wow. You know, I was in there for a month and a half and they told me I had something called MIS, which is a multiple inflammatory syndrome, which all my organs just kind of exploded.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, imagine that. He didn't even know if he'd ever be able to sing again.
That's crazy.
So shout out to Jeremiah for coming through.
Glad he's doing fine. Yeah, glad he's doing great now.
All right, now speaking of podcasts, Jeezy was on $1 Million Worth of Game, and he talked about his real estate portfolio. And here's what he said he does when it comes to investing in property.
You know, now they tell me you motherfucking real estate king.
A lot of Atlanta.
Yeah, half of Atlanta, baby.
Damn.
You know, no cap. LLC shouted.
Who put you on game?
I was with my team. One of my great, confidants and friend and business partner, Solo, is what we call him, turned me on to, which ended up being one of my closest friends, my realtor. And he just gave me the game. Like, we just went and bought all this land, and he broke out, the business, and he's like, yeah, this building that you bought for such and such is worth this now. And I'm like, damn, like, we didn't do anything. And he was like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what real estate is.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? And from that day forward, I was stuck. I buy property. I don't buy chains, watches, cars, none of that. I buy property.
I feel you on that, because let me tell you something. A great investment feels good years later. Sometimes even less than that. All right, and the baby was on with DJ Clue, and he talked about a joint album that he has. Who you think it's with?
I know who it's with. I heard it, but let's hear.
Who's like probably the craziest person that reached out to you to work with you that you just couldn't have time to do it, or
like one that I didn't do?
Yeah.
A lot of people reached out, like that we probably didn't end up releasing type shit, like some shit.
I'm sure you got some secret gems in the vault.
Yeah. Okay. So like me and Justin Bieber, we recorded like a joint project, like a whole damn album.
Word.
Yeah. And we got
where that's at, man?
We recorded it really like around like COVID.
Just invite me to the crib. I'm gonna act like I stole the USB, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could do that and press play on you and shit.
Yo, Clue, like when Biggie said, yo, Clue, I'm looking for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can do the same thing, yeah. And it's just
got you for sure.
All right, so yeah,
That'd be a dope collab. I mean, the baby gets busy, regardless of people supporting him or not supporting him or whatever it may be. The baby gets busy. He's dead nice.
Now, and I saw this a couple of days ago, so I don't know what it is, but people are thinking, and she was trending for this, that Monica is dating Kodak Black. She had posted a picture of herself getting into a Maybach. The caption said, on a date, kind of nervous, and she put a winky emoji after that. Then afterwards, she posted a picture with Kodak Black. He's holding a stack of money. She's holding a Birkin. And, it was also her birthday. So she posted, thank you, and she tagged him in that picture. So neither of them have confirmed anything. And for all we know, again, this could just be a friendship, or maybe they were working on something together. But it definitely caused her to trend because of that.
Yeah, it seems like they're homies. It seems like they're always together. I don't know how far it goes, but it seems like
we have no idea, basically.
He always, supports her, and she always supports him, which is dope.
All right, now Tory Lanez has been ordered to be under house arrest until his trial starts, and that's because of the alleged incident with August Alsina. The order came yesterday during a court hearing in LA. It was ruled that Tory needs to be on lockdown until November 28th. because of the accusations that he beat up or had August Alsina beat up in Chicago in September. Prosecutors argued that Tory Lanez deserves to be remanded into custody because in their eyes he violated the conditions of his bail. In the Meg Thee Stallion case, they say he continues to pose a threat to public safety and that monetary bail alone wasn't enough of a deterrent. Now, Tory Lanez's attorney pushed back, said no charges had been filed in that case. There were only allegations. And August Alsina also went on social media to allege that Tory Lanez had sucker punched him, and he had pictures as well. So
this is crazy. Like let's really think about it. Tory Lanez hasn't been charged. This is all accusations. This is all things that people have seen and put together on social media. He hasn't been charged. He hasn't been arrested. Nothing like that. And because of what people are saying online, he's under house arrest. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, but
he wasn't charged. That's like right now I could say, Angela, you punched me in my face, and I can show a mark, and all of a sudden, any of your deals, you lose. It hasn't been confirmed. You haven't been arrested. That is wild. Think about it. That's wild.
Also know if I punch you in the face, it's a good reason.
Shut up.
But yeah, you're right. He hasn't been charged. He just has a trial coming up, and I don't know how that works. Like he's been ordered to stay out of trouble, but then he also, again, it's not like he's on probation, right?
Yeah, but he
is he? He's not on probation, is he?
Well, the judge can. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of on probation for this case and things that he's done in the case during the meantime. But
because if you're on probation, you can't do anything.
Right,
but you can't even be around the vicinity.
But he hasn't violated anything because he hasn't been arrested. He was at a show doing a performance. I don't think August Alsina pressed charges on him. I'm not sure.
No,
I don't think
they
so.
said there are no charges.
So there's no reason why he should be under house arrest because there's nothing to prove that he did anything wrong. It could be all cap for all we know.
Mm.
But the judge is watching social media and locks him up and keeps him under house arrest for that? Nah, that's not right.
All right, well, The Upshaws is back for a third season. Netflix has renewed that series yet again. Wanda Sykes is in that. Mike Epps is in that. Kim Fields. It's a really good show. It's a funny show. I do enjoy watching The Upshaws. So congratulations to them. The show will be returning early next year. And yeah,
Wanda
congratulations.
Sykes from Hampton University, by the way.
Okay. All right, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right, now Charlamagne is out, so if you want to give somebody Donkey of the Day, 800-585-1051. Phone lines are wide open. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Discover something new on HBO Max. Stream the latest HBO originals like House of the Dragon. Then catch the biggest movies like Elvis starring Austin Butler. Discover the stories that move you. Learn more at hbomax.com.
It's your time to nominate a donkey of your own.
Remember now, it's how they choose.
Call in now, 800-585-1051.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this T.
Hey, T, who you want to give donkey to?
I'm going to give it to my mama.
Uh-oh.
Why you want to give it to your mama?
What mama do?
No, listen, y'all. So, my birthday is in January, right?
Me too.
I gave her enough time. I asked her because she babysit, right? I didn't already put in my vacation time. I didn't pay for my vacation. All for this lady to say, no, I changed my mind.
Wait, what?
So,
that's your baby. That's your mama baby.
Right?
But go ahead, yeah.
So, she's supposed to babysit, right? I didn't pay for everything, my vacation, right? I didn't took out time at work and everything, right? All for her to say, oh, I changed my mind. I got something to do. She said, yeah, so she deserves donkey of the day.
Okay, you might be right.
Yeah, because who gonna watch the kids?
That's your baby. That ain't your mama baby.
It don't matter. All she had to say was, nah, I didn't want to, But for her to have me pay for all of this stuff, I didn't spend like $3,000.
Well, that's your baby. You had the baby, not your mama.
Well, she just don't know. I'm still going, and she's still watching me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Evie would have watched the kids.
Nope. Hello, who's this?
Hi, Envy.
Uh-oh.
Hello. Is this
yes.
Is this our Haitian therapist?
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
No. So I'm gonna listen, Envy. I just want you to know that in real life, I support you. I love you and your family. But I'm gonna have to give you donkey of the day, sir.
Why you give me donkey, ma'am?
Okay, because listen, you are a father of 4 girls.
Yes.
Okay? Why do you stand for Tory Lanez so much?
I don't stand for Tory Lanez. All I thought was this, right? And this is the thing. He wasn't charged for anything to put him under house arrest. If he was charged, I agree, put his ass in house arrest. But he wasn't charged. This is just something that...
But he did it. We know that.
How you know he did it? You wasn't there.
Envy keeps on trying to compare it to me punching him in the face. I'm like, but there's, we saw August.
Then you had him on the Breakfast Club for your interview, which is fine. If we want to say that's work, that's work. Then you posted him on your Instagram like, oh, Tory Lanez got a project coming out. Like, you legit stand for this man. He got a lot going on with Megan. I don't think you should support him like that.
I posted him like I post every artist. I posted Lala today, and I said Lala's here joining us. Tory Lanez,
Lala ain't got no controversy.
Ye posted Tory. Charlamagne posted Tory.
I don't think I did.
No, you didn't. I looked because I was concerned because as a dad, what if your daughters had something going on and the people didn't believe them?
I post every artist that we interview up here. That's part of the promotion.
I actually don't. I don't even post on my Instagram
that
much.
The artist is here.
No, Charla posts if he want to promote the thing, but he don't post everybody, and if you don't post everybody either.
I do post everybody that comes up here. I post, but go ahead, I'm taking my.
But it's
donkey.
okay. No, it's cool. Yeah, she's just.
I post everybody that comes up here.
She's giving you donkey. Just take it.
I'm just telling you, it's a little disappointing because look, I bought your book. I listened to your podcast.
Thank you.
All of that, and I think you're a great dad. But it kind of looks bad that you support somebody that got so much controversy when it comes to women.
Okay, here's what it is. All right, so Tory Lanez is out on bail right now, so that's why. Okay, that's why he got house arrest, because he has been charged and he's out on bail, and so you can't mess up when you're out on bail.
Exactly, and he messed up. You know he did.
I don't. That's my whole thing. I honestly don't. I wasn't there. If he's found guilty, I'll take it. Like this.
So you said August Alsina is lying.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Nor do I care. But what if he's found guilty? Then it is what it is. I honestly don't know. Like sometimes we look at all this Instagram stuff and we decide who did this and who did that. My whole thing
at least he'll be in a nice
know.
home, Envy.
Maybe you could get like the smooth sounds of the Hamiltones for the Donkey of the Day.
Okay.
Like, nice
now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day.
I still love you, Envy, and Angela and Charlotte here today.
I like her. She was arguing her case like an attorney. I like her.
Wasn't she? We going to one more. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Kobe.
Oh, who you want to give donkey today to?
I am giving donkey today. I love my girl, but I gotta give donkey today.
Envy set this up.
This morning.
Give it to her.
Envy, you so petty.
Give it to her.
Okay, so a little bit earlier this month, my husband, he was trying to plan this like really romantic anniversary for us, and he called in and he asked Angela for like some advice on some things he could have done on an affordable budget and things like that. And she threw out some things for him, and she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna hook him up. We're gonna help him out." We didn't get no call. We didn't get no email. We didn't get nothing.
Wait, did anybody give me their information?
That's Angela. She be lying.
Okay, that's their fault. No one gave me their information.
Mama, she be lying.
You gotta get your team right, Angela. You gotta
I just asked our producer. I said, did anyone give me their information?
She be lying. Ma'am, let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
Didn't Yee say she was leaving a long time ago?
Like, it was around, like, around the 14th or 15th.
See, she ain't leave yet because she be lying.
All right, look, just for that, I won't come in tomorrow.
And you got, look, the person's name is Andrew Hernandez, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, see, he got it. I got the receipt. Right there, Yee, he sent it to you.
No, he didn't. What are you, Envy? That's not even that's you texting me. What are you talking about?
We texted you the information. Andrew Hernandez.
Eddie just said he never sent it. Yeah, he never got it.
On point, though. He's on point.
Give her the biggest donkey, mama. Give her the biggest donkey.
Hee-haw. Angela, we love you, but I got to give it to you, girl.
All right. Hee-haw. All right. Thank you so much. All right, Charlamagne is out, so we're giving everybody donkey today. Up next, Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Guy, we are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Ye. Hello, who's this?
This is Michael calling from Atlanta.
Michael, hey, what's your question for Yeezy?
I have a big situation I've been dealing with.
Okay.
I'll go all the way back. So I have been diagnosed with major depression disorder. And thanks to you all, especially you, Charlamagne, you guys have been talking about going to therapy. I have been going to therapy, seeing psychiatrists, all of that. Earlier in the year, I just moved back to Atlanta like last year, but earlier this year, I had a situation legally, and I was just like down in the dumps. And I basically cut off everybody in my life, like family, close friends, my bestest friend in the whole entire world, mother of my God. So I haven't talked to anybody since like April.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, they're like the type of people who don't really, I don't know if they understand my situation, the severity of what depression and all that is. And so it's been such a long time. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good way for me to reach back out to them because, it's been a long time and, yeah.
Well, first of all, let me send you some love. I'm glad that you're in a space now where you feel like you're ready to be around people again who love you and I'm sure only want to support and help you. And I think if that was me, and I'm sure if that was you, you would be so happy to hear from somebody that you haven't heard from who you love so much.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I've talked to one best friend. We kind of talk and everything, and she told me like everybody's kind of disappointed in me because I just kind of fell out the face of the earth. Like what I did, I went back home and I saw another friend of ours, and she said that she was like really upset, and she even told me that my best friend, she didn't want to talk to me. My other god brothers, they don't want to talk to me either. So
don't listen to all that he said, she said. They just don't know what happened.
Right.
And you have to reach out to people directly. And I think that anybody who really loves you and is your friend, will be happy that you're in a better space and will want you back in their life and will want to do whatever that they can to support you. I would not feel like these people don't care about you. I can understand like they're disappointed because they have no idea what happened. They don't know if you did something to them. They feel like you just abandoned. They have no idea. And so you have to let them know and be honest. But I do feel that there's people in my life that drop out of my life for long periods who I'm really close to, my best friends. They go through things and I'm always willing to take them back with open arms when they're ready to be there. And I want to be there for them. And so I think, be open. They didn't know. If somebody just ghosted you, you would be like, damn, what the F? What did I do?
Right. Yeah, but that's the thing. So, and then like I lost my mom at a young age, lost a couple of friends, growing up, and that's the thing. I've dealt with depression is serious as hell.
Right. And look, you didn't do anything wrong to anybody. You were trying to do what you needed to do for yourself. And so I just really hope that you'll continue to get the help that you need. But I do feel like reach out to your friends, and that could be as simple as first sending a text message to explain, look, I was going through a lot of different things that I wasn't able to vocalize at the time, but I would love for us to be able to have a conversation. I take accountability that I was, that I ghosted you, but I want to explain why.
Okay. And I'm sure they listen to too, because they listen to Breakfast Club too, so yeah.
Well, give whatever message you want to give now before you reach out personally.
Okay, what about DJ EV?
Yes, sir.
Listen, Huntsville ain't too far from me.
Oh, come on down to the car show. Where you at?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, it's only, like a 2-hour drive, right?
Yeah, I missed it when you came here in July.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour drive. I think, we're actually, driving some of that stuff from Atlanta because I think some of the cars are going to be shipped. Yeah, so come on down, brother. Bring the family.
Okay. I appreciate it. Hey, one more question. Whatever happened to shoot your shot? Because I do y'all have somebody I want to shoot my shot to.
Oh, my gosh. You all the way back, huh?
I'm sorry. You kind of. But, y'all, Trav can get it, baby.
Okay, Trav.
Okay. Well, describe yourself for Trav. He might holler. Trav is, he's known to slide in a DM or two.
Well, I'm caramel, got dreadlocks. 5'10". He a top, I'm a bottom. Hey.
Okay.
All right. Chad, you said he is size 10. What's your football team, bro?
I guess the Falcons.
I don't know about that because he's a Cowboy fan, but we try to make that love connection.
Opposites attract, tops, bottoms, Falcons, Cowboys.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank
Charlamagne's kind of quiet. He might be kind of jealous, but we'll get the message over to Trav. You have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
It ain't no fun. Okay.
Thank y'all.
All right, bro. Ask Ye, 800-585-1051. Trav, I know you listening, Trav. More Ask Ye when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Ye. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your question for Yeezy?
Okay, so Yee, I've been with my husband for a long time. Well, we've been separated now for the last 4 years.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm ready to get my family back.
Okay. Why are you guys separated?
Well, in all honesty, when we got together, we were 16, so we were young.
Mm-hmm.
And we just like grew apart. I won't say nobody's perfect. He was doing him, I was doing me. We're not perfect.
Okay.
But in the midst of us separating, we became closer within our friendship. He's an awesome father.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want my family back.
Does he want to get back together?
In all honesty, I believe so. But we work, we live in 2 different cities.
Mm-hmm.
Have that too. So
is he seeing anybody else?
I mean, in all honesty, it's nobody serious. He's not in no relationship or anything like that.
Okay. All right. And have you told him how you feel?
Yeah, I expressed to him how I felt. We go back and forth as far as text messages. We send songs to each other. So I believe we're on the same page. We just don't know what the next step is on how to go about getting us back together.
It feels like y'all need to spend some alone time, just the two of you, in a place that is neutral. So maybe it's a vacation that you need to take together to kind of learn each other again, get that vibe back, see how y'all feel, have some real hash it out conversations.
It does. And I also Charlamagne got me with this therapy thing. I've even mentioned that to him. And he was open-minded, and he was like, we can do a session.
Yeah, you should do that. But I think even before, y'all should spend some time together, like, on some fun time, away from the kids, just the two of you, and really talk about, like, with each other, things that you need to work on, how y'all could move forward together. Talk about going to therapy together, doing your own individual sessions so you know things you need to work on. Talk about how you've grown, things that have happened in the past that maybe y'all need to go move through and make sure they don't happen in the future. Let him know what you need from him. He can let you know what he needs from you, and you guys can be open and receptive to each other in a great environment.
That sounds perfect, and thank you. Like I said, I'm just trying to get things back moving. We're not getting any younger. Mm-hmm. So if you listen, and I know you hear me, let's go on vacation. Let's do something.
Okay, now. You about to have another one. You about to have another baby.
No more babies. It's just gonna be fun time for us now, girl.
Okay, all right, but I love that. Like you said, y'all got together young. You guys have made your mistakes. It could really make your relationship stronger.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Keep fighting.
I believe in it. I'm a firm believer. Envy, at the end of the day, we need more guys as well. We all mess up in life.
Correct.
But it's about how you come back. And yeah, marriage, I want to take this serious. I don't want to I didn't get married just to be like, oh, call it quits. You got to go through your trials and your tribulations for real.
Right.
And the person got to be worth it. And they got to be worth the fight. They have to want it as much as you do it. And that's the whole thing. If he wants it as much as you do, he's willing to fight for it. He's willing to open up for you. He's willing to make you feel comfortable. Y'all willing to talk through everything that you've been through. Then, go for it. And I wish you guys the best.
Thank you so much, and y'all pray for me, y'all, because, Lord.
I hope everything works out.
I do think he's worth it. Thank y'all.
And you're worth it.
You have a good morning too, Mama.
Thank you.
All right. Ask E, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call Yee. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and let's talk about Angie Martinez and her sit down with Ashanti. There might be some relationships that won't be mended.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Doesn't get used in this house.
The Rumor Report with Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
I thought you're not allowed to use the word hate.
I don't use it in the house.
Oh, so, okay.
We out
outside the house, you can use it?
That's right.
To Envy's children, if you're home hearing that your father used a bad word.
That is
Okay.
cool.
All right. Now let's talk about Ashanti with Angie Martinez. A nice sit down, all right, in real life, IRL. And she talked about a multitude of things. She discussed the manipulation and even death threats that occurred during the time that she was dating Nelly.
I definitely feel like manipulation played a heavy part into me and Irv's situation. You know, he would say stuff like, no one wants to record with you. Nobody fucks with you like that. You know what I mean? On one hand, he would make it feel like family, family, family. And on the other hand, he would tell me nobody even likes you. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get beats from nobody. Nobody's going to give you shit. You know what I mean? There were threats. There were threats. You know, me dealing with Nelly, you know, there was death threats. When
Towards
you're
you?
saying, not towards me, towards who I was dealing with. You keep doing that, you know?
And then, yeah, she also talked about,
But Nelly ain't no sucker, but just want to throw that out there.
and at that time, you also probably don't want to tell him that's happening.
That's true.
You know, you don't want to be like, hey, he's threatening, because then it turned into a way bigger situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In addition to that, she talked about Ja Rule and Irv Gotti's Drink Champs interview, and Ja Rule defending her, but not quite enough.
First of all, I heard that it got edited 16 times. So what we saw was probably the light version of what really happened.
Wow.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think Ja told me that. You know? So yeah, so I talked to Ja about the interview, and I was like, yo, you know, you should have said a little more, you know? And he's like, but Bonnie, I'm Switzerland. But Ja, when you see somebody doing wrong, and then he gave me a good example, you know, he's like, yo, I love both y'all, my brothers and sisters. You know, you see your brothers and sisters fight, you gotta stay out of it. Yeah, but if your brother goes and blows your sister's head off with a fucking 9mm, you just gonna stand there? You know what I mean? So I feel like he did defend me. I feel like he didn't defend me enough.
They told me there was some taken out of that interview, but I think Nori told me, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but they said Nori actually pulled Irv to the side and had a conversation to the side. I guess they took like a little bathroom break, and you know, I guess he tried to defend, but I mean, I'm assuming it has to be difficult, right? You know, Ja's in a situation where Ashanti's his sister, you know, Irv is his brother, they're business partners, and they're going back and forth, and you don't necessarily know the degree, so you don't want to get involved, but you just want to make sure that there's respect across the lines, right?
But at the same time, you know, Ashanti's never really spoken too much about the situation. And if you see, actually coming from him, it would be better. Like, yo, let's move on. We shouldn't even be, you know, I don't feel comfortable. That's all. And because that conversation went on for so long.
It did.
All right, now Ashanti also says that she was never in a relationship with Irv Gotti.
Personal relationship is no longer serving you.
But see, let's clear this up.
Okay.
We're not going to say relationship. We dealt with each other, but having a was Irv my boyfriend? Was I his girlfriend? Never.
Really?
Never.
Damn.
So,
well, was he married? He was still married at the time, right? He was married.
That's my point. Irv had several girlfriends, you know? So I'm a little confused by the thought, you know what I'm saying? And the label and the description.
All right, so yeah,
it must be hard to.
And I remember
to
Irv
talk about this though, because
Irv
it's
did
20
say
years
that
old.
he was dating other women too, so she's right about that, you know. And even his breakup with his marriage and all of that, he even talked about his wife busting in on him with another girl.
Well,
in the room, and it
obviously Ashanti was the one that got him stuck, but you know the whole thing that's always bothersome is you know they've all moved on. This is what 20 years old. Ashanti has, I'm sure, a new relationship, a new situation that she has to,
does she? Who's she with?
I don't know. She said she
okay,
had a boo.
Envy, tell us the tea.
She said she had a boo last time she was up
Remember
here?
last time you tried to accuse her of dating Flo Rida?
I didn't say it was dating Flo Rida.
You did, but no, at the time when she was up here.
I said that was one of the rumors that it was Flo Rida, but she said she has a new boo, and you know the fact that she has to keep going back to something that's 20 years old and have those conversations in the crib, like it's 20 years. Come on now, you know?
Right. Like, all right, let's
Let it
move
go.
on.
Hey,
all right, well, maybe we're moving on now, right?
Hopefully.
You know, what's her verse on the remix?
He gotta never forget it.
Do it, Envy.
Nope.
All right, well, that is your rumor report. It's time for that People's Choice Mix. What do you want to hear right now? Envy will get that on for you. Call us up 800-585-1051, or you can tweet at DJ Envy. He is doing the mix live right now and taking all your requests.
And I just want to tell the people out there, for Angela Yee's last show, whenever that is, whenever she decides to leave, because it's been weeks,
trust me, I'm trying.
I'm
trying so
gonna,
hard. I'm not going to lie. We had a meeting yesterday, and they pushed my leaving date back even more, and I am horrified.
She's never leaving. So for the last day, whenever it is, I'm going to let Yee do the mix. The last day. Whenever that happens.
Yee mix!
Who knows? It might be in 2024. Who knows? Because I don't know.
Don't jinx me like that.
I don't know. Who knows? But right now, this is my mix, but when she leaves the last day, you'll know because she'll do the Yee mix.
Y'all start sending in your requests
So
right
send
now.
requests right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
There are so many podcasts out right now, and it takes a team of people to bring them together. Whether you're hiring for a podcast or for your growing business, one place makes it easy. ZipRecruiter, and now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast.
Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. I just want to remind you guys, definitely watch East New York on CBS each and every Sunday. My episode is the 8th episode, so I think they're like number 4 or 5, so I can't wait for you guys to see that. Again, make sure you check out East New York CBS, amazing program, amazing programming, I should say. Each and every Sunday on CBS. And then I'm doing something with Mona 50 Cent and Van Lathan on Hip Hop Homicides each and every Wednesday, I think it is. And of course, we start the real estate show. I think that is next year. I got a lot of stuff happening on TV. I can't wait for you guys to see. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I'm excited about that.
All right, and shout out to Damon John and Black Entrepreneurs Day. That actually airs tonight. You know, I'm the co-host on there. And that also features Killer Mike, Spike Lee, Shaquille O'Neal, Tracy Ellis Ross, Venus Williams, amongst others. There were over $200,000 in grants that were given away from the NAACP. And you guys can watch that streaming free tonight on blackentrepreneursday.com. So check it out at 7 p.m. tonight. All right.
But you got a positive note for the people?
Yes, and the positive note is be there for others, but never leave yourself behind.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?